yeah, manual transmission, oh yeah. Do you like cars? Well, good for you. Don't you like cars? Well, doesn't matter, because this game is about producing cars and meeting the market's demand. So, sometimes, you know, they want to have environmental friendly cars, like Volkswagen is doing, right? No? And sometimes they just want fancy cars. So this game will try to simulate that by having two markets, one for the Asian market and one for the Ameritrash-ish market, and they have different rewards. Maybe you want points or maybe just want money. Depending on where you're going for, you can choose that yourself, and you will get money or points thereafter. But of course the competition is hard. So let's check out this family-friendly looking game. Is it now? Let's find out.
Hello.
Okay, so this is Automania, and as you see, we have a lot of car modules and factories here. So each player will have their own factories. I have mine factory and you have yours, and if you're playing with the advanced version, you can also flip it over and you will get customized effects based on the factory you have. But for now, I'm just gonna go with the basic rules, and they'll tell you how the game works and nothing more than that. But okay, each round is very simple. You produce cars, and you have two markets here. You have the American market and the Asian market, or Eurasia, and they have different demands depending on those tokens here. So, for instance, Eurasia wants to have speed as the most wanted car at the moment, and environment is second, and luggage space is the third. The next round will go like this. They will push down, and we get one of those two. I'm going to get back to that later. But right now, I am able to just pick and choose from all these modules here using my worker. So let's say I want to build a supercar. Well, I just simply place my worker here, and I pay 3 money, and I will build a supercar. Before that though, I will take one of those modules connected to this column. So if I wanted to have one of those and produce a supercar, I could just go there and choose from the row. So that's what kind of up to me. Right now I want to have this speed token here. So I'll place this in one of my 6 module spaces on the factory. And as you can see, each car has its own track. So for instance, this supercar, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 tracks, and this family car has 1, 2, 3, and this cheap car or electrical car has 1, 2. So it's of course easy to make, but you get less features on this. But right now I'm producing a supercar, so I will want to have this speed token on my supercar track. So maybe here between the supercar and the small car. So I will produce a car. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's produced. So I get 2 stars plus 4 stars from the speed here, according to this market. If I wanted to do in the American market now, this speed won't give me any stars because it's not wanted right now in that market. But I produced this car, so I get 6 points. So in the Eurasia market, I will place it here on the ferry, and we get 1 point. So 6 stars here. When everybody has passed, the one who has the most points on this market will sell first, and you can see there are different options. You have points and money and points, a bit less. And in the Eurasian market, it's all about money. But right now, I have a best option here, and the next person to come will have to go on the 5 if they get a 6 star car as well, or they can just use workers to gain more stars and sell before me. So it's kind of depending on what you want and when you want it. But right now, I'm producing a supercar, and it's going here. So the meat of the game is really in this grid here. This is the available modules that you can upgrade your cars with or upgrade your factories with. So if I place 1 meeple here, I just pay money and I grab a module and produce a car. It's that easy to make a car, so wow, that's very simple. But if the next player wants to go here, he has to pay 1 more meeple than me and bump me back, so I get 1 more worker back, and that's brilliant. And he can do the same as me. So if you want to have a lot of turns around the table, make sure you place your meeple at a spot that is very attractive right now, and maybe a little less about where you actually want to go here and now. And I find this very soothing kind of way. It feels just great to do a simple action just to get your meeple back, and you get more actions than the other ones. And if you go for what you really want, then you kind of will have to pass sooner. But hey, that's okay as well, because when you pass, you are able to sell an X amount of cars depending on when you passed. Because if you want to be the first player the next round, you will only be able to sell 2 cars on both markets in total. But if you pass the second one, you will do the same, but also you gain a module for the factory without making a car. Or you can sell 3 cars and get a special sell bonus card that you can gain points on. Or you can just pass as the 4th player, and you can sell as many cars as you're able to in that one round. So everything is very interconnected here, and it really feels like you're upgrading your factory and becoming stronger and doing more, because every time you take a piece or module from the board and add it to your factory, you become stronger. And you can even upgrade cars with those red tokens, and this one will always have dice in its window and will become more attractive. Or you can upgrade a higher staff, which will be added to your factories. So this one, for instance, will allow me to sell 1 more car for the level of pass that I've chosen to be on. And everything here is helpful. You want to have everything, but of course at a different amount of times, not amount of time, but a different set of times. So after we have all scored for a round, the person that's already behind is able to manipulate the market by choosing what's in demand for the next season. So let's say I have a lot of speed here and I'm behind. Oh, look here, it's more speed, so we just push the speed here, and then we just push the other one accordingly. I have to choose either this one or this one, not one of each. But I get to choose the market because I'm behind. And it's a nice catch-up mechanism, and sometimes you can use that just to be able to choose which token will go on in the market. So this game seems very simple based on the artwork. And I think the artwork is kind of counter-intuitive for the game. Well, not intuitive. Everything is very clear here. There's nothing that I feel, what does this do, what does that do? It's all very clear, and I like it a lot with the game. There's no question about it. But the game seems too simple for what it is, because there's a lot of meat on this game. You have all these options and nasty things you can do to your opponents when you place a worker, when you will not place a worker, where, and which token to take, and when to take it, and when to sell a car. Everything is so it's so nasty actually, because when you get to the end game, you will really feel that okay, all the choices I made this far has really culminated to something that I needed to sell this car now, but wait, I need this before, and I have to do it before him, but after him, and everything. It's very heavy in the end. But this is a good, solid Euro game, and I just think the graphics is not up to par with what you actually get here. But it's a solid game, so definitely get this one. It's a nice car building game. It might drag on a bit in the end when you're all starting to think and analyze this and analyze that and overanalyzing. So at the end it will come to a drag, so this game will take at least 2 hours to play with a full complement of gamers, but it is a nice one to play. Okay, thank you for watching, and this is a great recommendation from me, and I hope I see you in the next episode of Takras Reviews. See ya!